Hello, hello. We are back with Anno Domini, and you are carrying a bunch of half-starved women through the streets.
Oh boy.
And it's not as bad as it sounds.
It's every bit as bad as it sounds. What are you talking about?
So
We
you guys
beat
get to
them
the-
up. We knocked them out, and
I mean,
now
we
we're
did
carrying
do
them,
that.
and we've been talking about force feeding them bananas.
You are leaving some parts out, but none of those are not true.
So how are we divvying up the bodies?
I was not going to ask that question because I'm
Oh,
not sure.
That's
Leasing
actually a
definitely
good-
can't carry
Yeah,
a
Leasing
whole
can't
person.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Donan might not be able to carry a whole person either.
Because we have two short people.
Yeah. Let's.
I was about to
let's
criticize
take
you,
a
but
step
you
back.
used the correct terminology.
Short people?
No,
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry,
I
short
understand.
friends.
Nope, I got you.
just being dumb. Don't mind me.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. So how is that happening exactly?
I mean, I can carry one. Marmaduke's carrying. I mean, whoever can't carry a body should carry the banana.
I could summon a stage hand.
Because somebody who can't carry a body can carry a 200-pound banana.
I mean, apparently it's not 200 pounds. So
We established it was magical, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
it's a fairy banana. And so I'll carry a body. I assume Ulrich can carry at least one person. Ulrich, how strong
Yeah.
are you? You're pretty tough, right?
Yeah.
Very strong. Okay. I'm only moderately strong, but I think I can carry a person.
Donut and I can collectively carry a person.
Yeah, that's
One of
true.
you
We
has
can
to carry
sling.
the banana. So
If we each take an ankle, we could drag her along, and it would work just fine.
okay. Sure.
That would be a hilarious sight.
I was thinking
I
like,
especially think,
up, like one person has the shoulders, one person has the ankles, but
but that would be so funny to watch because Donan is taller than you, right?
Yes, and I'm a
little
So
dwarf.
it's just like a sloped angle like that. Oh, that'd be so funny to watch.
I mean, all right. So we've gotten 3 of the people taken care of.
I
The
summon
4.
a stage hand instead of a mage hand, and it'll carry the person.
Only
You know
lasts-
what? That's
He's wearing all
amazing.
black.
Only lasts for one turn.
Aw.
It's a cantrip. I can just keep doing it.
Yeah, but it'll drop her every time it goes away.
That's
fine.
a
Well-
horrible idea.
I've heard worse ideas from him. Let's be honest.
It lasts 1 minute.
Oh,
You
does it?
1 minute of stagehand
I mean,
time.
you
and
have
then
to
you
cast
got
it 6
All right.
times.
All right. Whatever. Fine.
Yes. Okay, I just need to roll
We don't have to
60,
talk about
20
this.
real quick.
Whatever. It's fine. No. They're cantrips, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you guys end up. We won't look at the specifics. It's fine. I feel like if we spend
Yeah.
long enough, we could finagle it, but
Yeah.
don't care about it honestly. You guys.
Yay! It's not Pathfinder. We don't need to worry about specifics.
Yeah. We get to the shrine.
Yeah.
So again, this building kind of cut into the side of this kind of wall here. Stairs leading up to it. Braziers on each side. Homeless people kind of like strewn about the courtyard. And you guys like bring these people in. I guess you're met by some like priests, and they ask you like some dwarven priests, and they say, and who are these people? Why are you bringing them here?
Does someone else want to explain?
No, you've been the one talking so far.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought I'd give someone else-
You saw the last time I tried to communicate I just ended up summoning a hammer and it didn't help.
I mean, no, it's fine. I just didn't want to be okay. 1 second. These women fell into some unfortunate. They tried to rob us, but of course it's because they're starving. So we thought we'd bring them here and hope maybe they can fare better under your care. Also, we have some food, and I gesture at the huge banana.
So you're just implying like we brought this to like help people?
Yeah. It's like we brought
Okay.
people, but also we brought some food.
Yeah, I think they kind of look at each other and they basically say, we're going to go get brother whatever his name was that we talked to earlier, the guy who like Donan was talking
Oh,
to.
come
Do you
on,
have
man,
any
watch it.
other- Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna give Caleb a hard time for not remembering characters' names.
I
The number
really
of
don't
characters
remember.
that the GM creates. You know,
Yeah,
how
it-
could he possibly not remember?
I know, right? Exactly.
Was he a father?
His
Is that his
brother.
rank? Brother? Okay. Yeah, so I'm like, you don't have any other brothers that you could, other brothers, like, from another mother or whatever, that you could contact, do you? Just out of curiosity. Someone more amiable, perhaps?
Does this name sound familiar? Egon McLeanan?
I think so.
Or Lutheus Camtron?
Camtron? Now, Camtron does not sound familiar.
Are we fighting Decepticons now?
Camtron makes me think of Camtroll, which is the business my dad worked for.
Camtron. Lutheus?
One of my dad's first
sounds
jobs was a
familiar.
Camtroll.
I think
If that
is
helps.
right.
I think it's Brother Lutheus. I think that's
It is Lutheus.
That
yes,
sounds right.
actually.
When you say it like that, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, they say we're going to get Brother Lutheus. Give us a moment, and yeah, they step in and come back out with the guy you're talking to earlier, and he says, "Oh, Donan, what is this? What is going on?"
Well, we were waylaid by these women. They were trying to steal our stuff. So shenanigans and rather conflict ensued, and now we've got some unconscious women that probably shouldn't be left to die, because then they'll come back as zombies, and we don't want that. And he says undead instead of zombies because
Yeah.
you know the
Yeah.
proper terminology is proper.
Yeah, of course. Okay, yeah. So make a persuasion check, I guess, just to like
Oh boy.
see how this goes over.
Boy.
Oh, 4. Awesome. Nice. Yeah, so he says, Donan, it's one thing to bring helpless children here, but vagabonds, ruffians? No.
Look, they owe us something, right?
Well, they don't owe me, or I don't owe them anything. You can leave them out here, but they can come inside. Maybe one of the homeless will have pity on them, or one of my priests.
I look at Donan to see if he has anything he wants to say before I don't want to interject like I did last time.
Nah, Donan's cowed. He realizes when he's
Yeah,
completely messed up an opportunity for persuasion. He just
Yeah.
feels that almost crit fail.
Yeah.
So what would be the proper thing to call him as someone not in his faith? Is brother still the right title?
Heretic.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I say, brother, is it true that there are undead in the city? Wherever people die, they turn into undead, correct? Even within the city limits?
It does seem to be a plague, yes. It's just happening
Yes.
everywhere.
I'm curious, how many able fighters do you have in this? How defensible is this chapel in case an undead should happen around nearby?
Yeah, he kind of puffs up his chest a little bit, almost as if that's like a challenge, and he says, well, you're not a priest of the storm spirits without picking up a trick or two.
Aye, he be
Do
a
you think
he
that trick
speaks
or
the
two?
truth.
Yeah, he kind of chuckles and looks at Don, and then he's like, "Will that trick or two be enough to defend all the people you have here if an incursion happens?"
He just kind of like pauses, hesitates. Do you say anything more?
Yeah, he says. When he sees him hesitate, he nods to the women. He says, "These 4 women give us quite the runaround, and we're no. There's no word I can think of that
The
makes sense in
technical
the-
term is slouch.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate. I couldn't think of a medieval sounding version of anything. So,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like, we're no slouches. So I think, given their state, if you take care of them, they would be likely to return the favor. They might not be as effective against the undead as a priest, but also numbers are important when your opponent simply has to kill someone to add to their side. Undead are
Make-
tricky like that.
Make that persuasion check.
Yeah, boys. Can I get help from Donan?
No, don't fail his.
Nope, I failed my persuasion check. Don't you dare try to make me
If
persuade.
anything, you're gonna get disadvantage on this roll, but I'll be nice and not.
I got an 18.
18.
Hey.
Thanks for not giving me
Yeah.
advantage, because it would have been an 11.
So Brother Matthias nods slowly, and he says, "Ah, I see the wisdom in your words. I am not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Thank
Well,
you. I do appreciate it.
we'll see what we can do about them. But granted, if they cause any trouble, it's on your head. You already owe us."
Yes, on that note, we did bring some
Banana.
food. Yes. I'm told it's a magical banana.
Oh, what's a banana?
Yes, it's
That
strange.
sounds like some
but
sort of
it's-
witchcraft.
Yes, well, it is, I guess. Magical.
Says the Tempest Priest.
Well, storms is one thing, but bananas, quite another.
Well, I mean, it's tastes good, and I haven't died in the hour since I ate one, so hopefully it will.
Oh, yes, that's a very, very strong recommendation.
Well, yes, I understand, but it is the best that I can give. I have never had a banana before, and its source is dubious. But again, it was sustaining. Hopefully, it should at least feed a few.
Yeah, so he says, so you're saying you brought it for food for the people we're helping here?
Yes, I don't know if it can feed everyone we brought, but if it can feed some of them at least. I assume you have granary stores or something we can go see to for the rest of them, but hope this will hold you over at least. It'd be hard to fight the undead if everyone's dying of starvation, after all. Not everybody can. I don't know that you can cast Goodberry. Never mind.
What was that last bit?
I was gonna mention good berries, but I don't think I know that Lisa
Oh
can
yeah,
do that.
I don't
So
think you know about them.
Probably not.
I just assume I don't know anything about Lisa unless I've seen it on screen. So
Probably safe bet.
yeah. But yeah, so
Okay, yeah, so he nods and he says, well, I'll have my priest look over it and make sure that it's good for food, but I appreciate it. I guess what did you find it?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. He gave it to me, but as to where he found it, I'm not sure I'd understand even if he explained it.
Oh, I didn't see you before. Who are you? He's talking to you, Marmaduke.
I look to Ulrich.
You
For-
can freely.
You know, you don't have to ask him permission to breed. That's not how master-servant relationships work.
Oh man, I've been holding my breath a long time.
Good thing you're an air genasi.
I take a bow, and I am Sir Marmaduke, good priest.
Well, nice to meet you, Sir Marmaduke. So I am to understand that you're the one who provided this banana, whatever it is.
Yes, sir. It was to be a gift to Erastus, but through the kindness of his heart, he has decided to feed these people, children, refugees you have here.
And where did you get this banana from?
Well, I wrestled it from the king of the monkey man king of the 9th dimension from his personal banana stores.
He stares at you for a moment.
Do you want me to roll persuasion? I'll do it.
What do you want to happen?
I want him to believe me.
See, I told you you wouldn't understand it even if he explained it. I don't either.
I feel like what happens is he does this. He stares at you, Marmaduke, and there's a long bit of silence, and he just laughs. He just laughs really like jovially, and he says, "Oh, I haven't heard a story like that in years. Oh, that's funny. That's a right good jest right there. Well, you have to tell me the real story some other time, but for now we'll take it in and see what we can do with it."
Master, real story. I don't understand what he's saying.
Okay, so how much of this is Marmaduke just playing into it?
It's a little bit of that, and as I explained last time in the canon, since I am Connor's servant, I am lowering my intelligence to what I feel is his, so I do not infringe upon his sensibilities and appear
Yikes.
to be a
I feel like
servant
you guys
that
have like
appears
the
more
same
intelligent.
intelligence score though.
Yeah, I think we do. I probably have less, but
Oh yes, you're much less intelligent
Yeah.
than Auric is.
I know. it's all my perception.
Nice. Yeah, so that happens. They bring the banana in, and then Brother Matthias looks at you, Donan, and he says, "Oh, so about that task."
Hey. What are you looking? What do you need?
Well, now that you've done whatever business you came here in the city to do, I figured I could ask you to. Well, we've lost one of our best priests. He was off. He was trying to. He was trying to find out what happened with all this, the undead, everything. He was following a lead. He heard of some sort of necromancer that lived in the sewers beneath Nottingham, and he's gone to chase after him. We haven't heard from him in a week now. I fear that he's dead, but I need the confirmation. Are you all? You look like strong, hardy types. Are you willing to brave the mess that is this city and go searching for him? I would appreciate it very much.
Of course, we'll find your priest. You got a name, a description, a scent, something?
I got all three. Let me regenerate a name real quick.
He has a scent.
His name is Caden Dunn, Brother Caden Dunn, and he
He's your brother?
no, we're all
They're all brothers before the storm goddess.
yes.
I mean,
exactly.
storm spirits.
Yes,
I was gonna say goddess. That's new.
and well, Caden Dunn. He's what was the second part of your inquiry about him? Your description, right? Okay.
Description, yeah.
Yeah. He's tall for a dwarf. He has a long blonde beard, braided very intricately. He's very, very particular about his braids. Long blonde hair and again more braids.
Lots of braids, I take it.
Yes, he had worn rather nondescript robes though, so I wouldn't nothing fancy there. Large nose, big eyes, heart of an angel, honestly.
Sounds like an anime kid. Sounds like an anime character. He doesn't
You could
actually
say that. It's like the main character in that the superhero one, the My Hero.
Oh my gosh.
Academia.
Yes, that's my favorite.
I read a book about that as a kid. That was Quell's favorite.
Yeah. So he says, as for scent, it smells like strawberries and flowers. That one, honestly, a little bit of a hippie.
And you'd know that. I don't want to know how you know that.
Oh, I make special care to know the scent of all of my priests.
I was asking if you had something to his so we could like get a I don't know, our druid to turn into a dog and sniff him out or something.
Oh yes, of course. I have a pair of his
Was that
sandals.
racist?
He left a pair of his sandals in his
Yeah,
cell,
I mean, I
so-
think Lisa like just kind of pops,
Racist
like,
toward
wow.
druids?
Yeah.
Druids aren't a race, mate. They're a class.
Is that
If anything,
classist?
it's classist. The
second-
classiest of assumptions. That
Yeah, so he says, oh yeah, I got a pair of sandals here. If you have a druid, and he kind of like looks at Lisig, and you're not entirely sure what kind of expression passes over his face when he realizes you're a druid. You can make an insight check to know.
I will. It's probably not gonna be very good, but where did my there's insight.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably trying to hide some sort of dislike for druids.
Ah, fun.
They're all classist.
Yeah, and so he says,
we're all classist on this blessed day.
he says, yeah, if you got the druid, well then, yes, a pair of sandals that he could follow the scent.
I guess
I have to warn you, the
assume-
sewers are they smell something fierce already. I don't know how easy that would be.
Depends on the sandals, I suppose.
That's fair. He did have very stinky feet.
I don't want to know how you know that.
Oh, I make special care to know exactly how every one of my
God.
priests smells, including their feet. You know, as they say,
This guy-
smelliness is next to holiness.
Aye. Only a true dwarf knows that.
Especially one of our particular occupation.
This guy. This got weird real fast.
It really did.
NGL. This got weird real fast.
Part of it is that I didn't watch through the episode and remember how I made this guy act the first time. So
So you're just
Not
being
like this.
compliant to whatever it is that I happen to come up with?
yep, pretty much. Yeah. So he says, "Well, I'll go get those for you, and you can get started on it right away." Yeah. So he gives you a pair of sandals.
Excellent. Can you actually do anything with these, Leesig?
I mean, she probably just like nods and like takes them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Although she's kind of annoyed that
The Donna just made us
just
up.
become like a tool.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, is the assumption then that you're gonna turn into? Well, so I guess the question is, are you guys gonna head out right now, or are you gonna like rest?
Rest.
Some of us have used all of our spell
Probably
slots.
Rest.
Some of us are still hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys just like rest at the shrine for the night then? Okay. Well, Jared, you have to go like at 10. Yeah.
10:08.
Okay. You know the exact time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that feel. Okay. So, David, you're muted if you're trying to say something.
Lips. So before the session ends, I run to my keep really quickly and then run back so I can get experience.
No.
Should I
Don't think it's
curse
gonna
teleport him to his keep?
happen. No.
As Dimension Door me. Do you have any spells
Yeah,
that
so-
rhyme with Dimension Door?
So you guys like, rest in the shrine. Get all your stuff back. But I think like during your time like staying there, a couple of things happen. So first, Lefwin learns that you guys are back, and he is the oldest kid of the bunch. He comes and finds you, Erastus. And he seems like happy to see you. And he says, "Oh, Erastus, sir.
Oh, Leftwin, how are you? Did you try any of the banana?
Oh, I'm good. I'm sorry, banana.
Yes, that's what I said.
I'm not sure what that is, sir."
It's I don't know this fruit.
A banana.
It's food of some sort from another dimension. I don't know. Anyways,
Oh,
one of the priests
like
has
the
it.
one that we were in.
Something like that. More monkeys, I heard. Anyways,
Oh, I forgot who
Um,
the left one was. I remember.
I
that.
think I've heard about monkeys. Aren't they like crazy looking creatures that live in Africa?
something. I think they have scales. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, they. I think one of the brothers has. It was rather large, magical, all that, you know.
All right. Well, I'll make sure that some of the youngins get a taste of it. I'm sure
Yes.
they'll like it.
Yeah, must be pretty
Sounds
strong
interesting.
trees to grow such large fruit. But yeah, anyways,
Oh, all right.
how have you guys been? Has
Good.
the
I mean, it's
brother
only
treated you
been
well?
like a day since you left, but
yes.
no, it's going well here. We're fitting in fine and working. They're putting us to work, but it's not too hard. Just helping people, making sure that the shrine is kept up and everybody has food to go around.
They're
Has
putting us to work there.
There's a lot of hurting people, sir.
Has there been any danger nearby? I know there's undead about, and of course, the general unpleasantry.
Yes, sir. It seems like every night. I mean, this is what one of the brothers told me, but it seems like every night there's howls and moans outside the door. It seems like, I don't know. It seems like the zombies are even drawn here for some reason or another. It
Well, that's
should be the
strange.
opposite.
Yeah, I would think hallowed ground would repel them.
Well, between you and me, sir, I'm not entirely sure if this is hallowed ground exactly. I mean, they don't really worship our Lord and Savior, do they?
Well, no, but I imagine the hollowed in that lightning strikes things that come nearby. I don't know. I imagine they have their own method.
Aye, we've got our own method.
Yeah, see?
Don't you believe for a second we ain't spiritual enough for you?
Yeah, he just says though, like, I don't know, something feels wrong, Mr. Camber, sir.
Undead tend to be like that. Yes. Well, I'm glad that none have made it in. Have they tried? You said they've outside.
I don't know. I just heard some noises, sir. That's really all. I was just trying to comfort some of the little ones last night. Lots of strange noises.
Well, keep them close. We brought back a few people who hopefully they can help in defense of the chapel if it comes under attack.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Although I'd keep your distance. I'm not entirely sure how amicable they are. You know,
Oh, all right.
strangers and all. Just keep your distance. Make sure the others do too.
All right. Well,
Until you get to know what they're like.
So, sir, just a question. It seems like we're pretty well safe here. Things are well established. The others are looking out for the kids just fine. I was wondering. Well, I don't know. I think you and me make a pretty good team, Mr. Camber, sir. And I was curious. Are you in need of a page or something along those lines? I'm sorry, it's stupid. I shouldn't have even asked it.
He saw the undead when we were coming up here, right? He was, yeah, a bunch of time. Okay. Yeah. Rastus chuckles and he says, "You know, I wouldn't mind that, but the city's crawling with undead, and could you handle yourself against them? I mean, you saw them earlier. They're not to be trifled with."
I'm not afraid of no zombies, sir.
Well, I think maybe you should be.
I am not afraid of no zombies, Mr. Frodo, sir.
You found the accent that I.
Yep, I thought of that too. Yeah. Just that line. I was like, "Sam."
Mr. Camber, sir. I like it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we have a little session, and if you can prove to me that you can hold your own, we'll see what we can do. And I hand him my rapier because I use my great sword now. So I have two swords. So I guess, what stat does he use? Does he look brawny or does he look?
Yeah, he looks kind of like
dexterous?
broad-shouldered.
Oh, all right. Well, then I won't give him a rapier. Do I have any other swords? Someone has a long sword, right?
Yeah, Ulrich has a spare longsword now
Okay.
because he has Delia.
I guess maybe we shouldn't use real swords anyways. Yeah, I'll see if I can find some sticks or something to use. You know what I mean? Because maybe I shouldn't
I
hit
feel
him
like
with a
those will be around
lightsaber.
somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, so I toss one to him and I say, all right, let's see what you can do. Convince me that you shouldn't be afraid of zombies, and I'll bring you with me.
Okay. So how are you testing him exactly?
I guess he can just make an attack roll or something. A couple attack rolls, see if he can hit me with his stick.
Is it a +1 stick? +1
it's
stick of
not.
fantasy fighting?
It's not a +1 stick. Okay. So
I think I give him 3 chances, basically. So if he can hit a 19 in 3 swings.
Okay. Got a 12.
This is reminiscent of when a girl was shooting lasers at me.
It really is. See-
Oh, crit! 22!
Nice.
Yes, son!
Huge.
Dang.
Now, I have a question about that. It's a crit, so it automatically hits, but if I use an ability to make my armor class higher, does it still automatically hit?
It does, yes.
Cool. All right, yeah.
So he gets a good strike in on you.
Cool. Of course he does. Yeah. All right. So then he sort of steps back and he kind of smiles a little bit. He says, "All right, now it's my turn." And then he just starts to swing and sees if he can hold him off.
Okay.
So now I'm going to attack him a few times and see if I can.
All right.
1 second.
Bless you.
Thank you. Ow. All right. It's a stick. I assume it's a strength check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll. It's plus 2. I am assuming I'm not. I'm assuming I'm not proficient with a stick. So
I guess, yeah.
16.
Yeah.
7, which probably misses, and I crit him.
Yeah, you hit him
Nice.
twice, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I just kind of. I mean, like, my intention isn't to injure him, but I'm like sort of laying into him such that
Yeah.
he's obviously, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I think I kind of knock him over, and then I hold a hand out for him to pick him up.
Oh, you got me good, sir.
Yes, well, it's a lesson to learn. You're I admit you're actually better with that stick than I thought you'd be, but don't underestimate your opponent. If you don't fear them, it's a good way of getting yourself run through. So, or in this case, eaten and turned into a zombie, which is I hear is less pleasant. So, but a deal's a deal. You managed to get one in on me, so I'll take you with me. Just
There's something pleasant about being run
no,
through?
not so much that it's pleasant, but that turning into a zombie, I hear, is less pleasant. From all those people who have survived zombie rot, Anyways, yeah, a deal is a deal. You can come with us.
Yeah, so
just,
he's
don't make
like
me regret it,
really surprised by that. Like he almost like he had almost no hope that you would actually take him. And so when you say that, he's just like, "Oh, all right then, sir. All right, I'll go grab my stuff."
Now, how tall is he?
He's pretty tall. He's like I don't know, 5'10".
Okay, I don't remember how tall Erastus is, but it's probably about that. What did you say?
Everyone has to be taller than Leasing.
I mean,
Well,
I
yeah.
think that's
I mean,
actually
he's
in the
like
rules.
13 or 14, so
Pretty
And
sure.
by
like,
nature of being a halfling,
Yeah.
you just guaranteed to be the shortest in the party. If the
There's
halfling
some-
isn't the shortest in the party, you're playing some weird classes or some weird
Yep.
races.
there's probably some little kids who are like the same height as you, but
I mean, technically, Emperor is the shortest in the party.
it's true.
it's
true.
Technically,
You don't have to
Emperor
worry.
doesn't have to line up and do the height comparisons that we
fair.
do. So
So I just kind of lean in a little bit because he's almost the same height as me, I think. And Rusticus is serious look on his face, and he says, "Just remember, left one. It's not just your life on the line. If you're out there and something happens, it could put any of us in danger. So I need you to think and be smart, and I need you to be careful. Don't put yourself at risk, and don't put any of us at risk. Can you do that?"
I'll try, Mr. Kemper, sir.
Sounds good. And he kind of pats him on the shoulder and turns around. And then so we're gonna have to find you something else to use, though. I don't think that stick is gonna work on zombies. And
I saw that Mr. Swain had an extra sword. I was
Mr.
thinking maybe
Swain. Oh, that's
it
so
took me a
good.
second to figure out who that was.
Left One is very polite. He's not gonna call everybody by their first name.
Swain. Oof.
Well, we can see what we can do to get him to part with it. And I think I'm gonna go look for Ulrich.
Yeah, I mean, do we just assume that Ulrich would give him the sword?
well, I think we should ask Ulrich about
Yeah,
the sword.
that's
Or you want?
Ulrich.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Right, like.
Hey, Ulrich, I have a question for you.
2,000 gold.
Now that you have a fantastical, magical sword wife, I suppose you don't need that boring piece of steel you have in your sheath. Hmm?
Why? What's it worth to you? No, I'm kidding. He just gives it to you.
He doesn't even ask why I want it.
Well,
Magical sword wives are
okay. I guess we can play out the conversation. I was just trying to be funny, and then
Oh, it's fine. I mean, that was basically the extent of it. He's basically the guy left and wants to come with us and something besides a stick. So.
Ulrich is like, "Oh, are you training him?"
Yeah, he has to apprentice, and I told him not to get any of us killed. So we'll see how it
Very
goes.
good, very good. Should be fun.
Yeah, let's hope.
Let's hope. Let's hope it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it could also be disastrous, but we'll find out. Yes, well, I appreciate it. I'll go tell him the good news. And then, I just go give it to him.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, he has a sword now. He's very excited about that. Awesome. Okay.
What does he wear for armor?
Nothing. He has no armor.
I still have chainmail. Can he, if he's a similar height to me, can he wear my chainmail?
He can wear all of this stuff and use all of it, but he doesn't actually know how to. He doesn't know how to use any of it. So
he doesn't have proficiency with.
Yeah, he'll get all the associated penalties.
Okay. Well, I give him my chainmail because it's better that he moves slower and doesn't die.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So honestly, he looks a little silly decked in this chainmail and,
right, yeah.
and with the sword.
It's like David.
Yeah, it's a little bit too big on him.
I know it's not quite your size and you're not trained with it, but it's a little harder for zombies to bite you through steel than, cotton. So you're gonna have to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Cool. That's
Oh,
probably
sweet.
end horribly. How much HP does he have?
4.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
Wow.
I'll see you. See you, kid.
But he's got to get experience first and level up, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. We could definitely make like a subplot out of this Erastus, and
I mean, he's gonna have to
train
live
him
long
and
enough, but
and
I'm
get,
cool with that.
get levels and stuff, right? Yeah.
If he survives literally a single hit from anything, I'm cool with that.
It can be like Alyssa's goal to train Miggy, just
Yeah.
Erastus with this other NPC.
Exactly.
Literally, yeah. Literally, an average attack from an enemy will not only take him out, but will actually
Probably
kill him.
insta kill him. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So that's the thing. I would assume that Erastus is going to be like, do not get in any combat, stay far back, and just watch us.
that was kind of the thing that I was telling him was not only is your life at stake, but if you're stupid, our lives are at stake. So don't be stupid. And that was kind of what he was getting at. I didn't realize he was literally a crumbly leaf, but.
I mean, he's a 14-year-old peasant boy.
I know some sturdy
14-year-olds.
14-year-olds.
I don't know any 14-year-old peasant boys, though.
I mean, peasant boy means he did a lot of really hard work.
He has the commoner stats.
Yeah, commoners.
Because he's a commoner.
Yeah, dude, if it was like a noble.
Yeah,
Farminers farm.
Commoners have 10.
Commoners come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they can come with us on the party.
all right. We should move on.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's like the cows move.
All right. So yeah, the evening kind of goes pretty smoothly. Otherwise, does anyone have anything they want to do at the shrine?
Has it been 24 hours since?
Yes. Oh, definitely. In Marmaduke, you feel no change in your urge.
Well, I want to talk to Ulrich.
What?
Tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, hey, Master, I have a report.
Oh, okay.
It's been 24 hours and you're still my master, so I think something's wrong.
What do you mean?
My curse is supposed to change every 24 hours, or when I touch someone, and I touched that woman a lot.
Raven!
Woman were you touching a lot?
The archer that we were fighting, I was trying to give her my curse so she would become my mind slave to end the combat. And
I see.
Work.
Oh my gosh.
And then Ulrich says, you should really get consent before you try something like that.
Yes.
I think I cursed myself by touching the book of curses, and the cursed book made me curse the curses that I already have to not be able to curse anymore.
You really shouldn't curse so much. It's unbecoming.
Yo, dog, I heard you like curse books.
I mean, what do you want me to do about that? Is there anything that I can do about that?
It was your master's book. I was hoping you had some insight. Master.
Wait, what about a book?
It's Quell's book that he touched.
Oh, and that's what changed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what he's guessing.
Oh. So this curse isn't your natural curse everyday thing.
It
Yeah.
is. It's just not going away because it
Not
basically,
changing.
yeah, the cursed book messed up his curse so that it became permanent.
And
Okay.
As much as I love being your servant, Master, I feel I would be much more combat effective if I could give curses to other people.
I disagree. Last time, you were combat effective against us, so I think maybe this is a good turn of events.
Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking the same exact thing. Plus, this way we can actually trust that you'll never betray us. So,
Yeah.
Alex,
he'll
like,
never
I see
betray
no
you.
problem with any of this.
yeah, I mean,
But it's better than nothing. I agree.
I'm honestly kind of okay with all of this. Is that wrong?
I think that that is a little bit.
That is what desires.
What'd you say, Jared?
If that is what Master desires.
Mm-hmm. See exactly why
Why would you say
this
it?
is pretty great. Honestly.
Why would he say it that way? Why would he not say it that way?
He's Jared. Of course he would say it.
I mean, it was.
And we're not even playing Made RPG.
You know that this
We
is
should
not-
never play Made RPG.
I'm going to
I was
base
going to say, you better not.
for the rest of this game.
One day we'll just be doing a one shot, and I'll
No.
be like, "Hey guys, it's
Can-
Made RPG. Sorry."
Can you imagine how bad we'd be if we played a game about doing this stuff? I mean, it would be the worst.
Hey, I played 2 games of Made RPG, and it was fine.
Yeah,
It
but were
wasn't
Jared and I
this
both in either of them? No.
we would have to make sure Trevor joins.
It's
Oh
true.
my gosh, I will
It's true.
never play Made RPG with Trevor Sigmund. It will never happen.
Oh man.
Not play with him, but you play with us. I don't.
Okay, you guys aren't as bad as Trevor.
That's scary.
Actually,
true,
though.
Yeah, but it's very true.
Anyways. Yeah. So you know.
Anyway,
have
as
fun
we were
being a
saying,
slave, I guess. Have fun dealing with that moral ambiguity, I guess.
I start polishing his armor.
While he's wearing it?
I mean, it's late at night. I assume everybody's taking off their armor and stuff.
This is D&D. Everyone
Oh.
sleeps in plate. Just kidding.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, boys.
So unless anyone else had any last second things, I
Can I just talk about how the only time I crit twice in this entire campaign, and once was against a little kid that I wasn't trying to hurt, and I'm a little salty.
That's very true. Yeah, Lisa, you have something?
Yeah, so I want to
Yeah.
try to do 2 different spells.
The way you said that's concerning. What's happening?
Meaning, okay, I want to try locate object just for story purposes because I'm pretty sure it's not going to actually get me any information, but I want to try it anyway because I think Lisa would do this.
Mhm. Yeah, so you're gonna try to locate the item.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The item.
I mean, obviously, it's not within
Right.
however many feet of you.
I think it's 1,000. Although
Yeah.
it might be for a person.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think it's
Yeah, it's not within 1,000 feet of you for sure. But yeah, I mean, if we can say, Carly, that like if Lisig ever has a spell slot available at the end of the day, she can just do this. Like
Okay.
that's the thing she does, right?
Yeah.
That would make sense. And then
You might
I'll
even
make sure
say
to tell
it's
you if that ever
instinct.
ends up happening.
if it ever gets
accidentally.
you in trouble. Take it speak.
But that makes sense, right? Like that
Yeah.
makes sense that
Yeah.
that would be something you would do.
Yeah, because she doesn't know like when they're closer to it.
Man, that just makes me want to play Burning Wheel, David. But I always want to
Yeah.
play Burning Wheel, so that's just
Yeah.
me.
I have a love-hate relationship with Burning Wheel where it's like
Same.
an amazing game, except that every time I roll, I have a mini stroke because it's so stressful.
Oh, I love that stress so much.
I hate it so much. It was cool the first 2 times we played. I think I have PTSD from playing
Garwin.
Garwin, who was the
Yeah.
worst at everything, but also had the most important roles in any game I've played. And I I literally shook when we played that.
Yep, I know.
multiple
Okay,
times.
so my experience playing Ulrich
Ulrich.
was not unique.
Mhm.
The
that's-
fear every
yeah.
time one rolled,
Yeah.
the idea that you're just gonna somehow make a mess of the entire thing and flub it all up.
And
I literally
the
had
thing
some-
that was in common with both of those is you were both playing 3 life path characters.
Mhm.
That's
They were
how
bad at
that
everything.
goes.
I literally had
We
a
were
roll where I was
fighter
like,
weren't we fighter characters in political situations or something?
well, my
No.
character was a political character in a situation where everyone was better at politics than him. And I literally had a roll where I was like, if I fail this, the most important people in the world will know I'm trying to blackmail them and I will die. And I had those kinds of rolls at least twice. And every time I was like, please. And I somehow rolled astronomically well. Then my character is a lecher, because of course he is. And I had like 7 dice and I needed like 2 successes and I failed and I'm still mad about it. But when it really counted and my life was mega on the line, I somehow succeeded. And like I hate that,
was
character
such
so
a,
much.
that was such a
because
fun game. I
died
love
every
that
time.
game.
It was so good. He might be one of my favorite characters, but I couldn't stand
The
playing.
Garwin wave. Oh, the Garwin wave.
Yeah.
So good.
I couldn't stand playing him because he was so bad, and I was terrified every time I did anything. Even my dad wanted to kill me. It was the worst.
It's true. You had very few friends.
It was so good. And there were so many NPCs. Every time we're like, go play that, and I look at the NPC list, and I'm like, I can't. It's real. They are.
We should play that again, though.
We
I'd
should
love to play
though.
that again.
Yeah, it's so good.
Anyway, so because
Sorry.
we don't have that much time, let's.
Yep,
So
my
you're gonna
bad.
cast locate object.
And then I'm going to, I mean, I'd probably have to like go outside because I need to find an animal with a good nose. But
Okay.
I want to try using beast sense
Ooh.
to try to get a head start on tracking the scent on the sandals.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. Okay. I want to look at that spell. I'm curious.
I already had it. in
Ooh.
chat, but-
Oh, okay, I see. You touch a willing beast. For the duration of the spell, you can use your action to see through the
Cool.
beast's eye and hear what it hears. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Okay. So it's like
Any special sense?
wild shape, but you don't actually have the wild shape.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you want to go like try to find like a dog out
Yeah.
in the courtyard somewhere. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's too difficult. Do you want to make an animal handling check just to see if you
I
can
was
get,
gonna say,
get
it's
close enough
supposed
to
to be
go and touch it?
Sure.
You have to ask its consent before you touch it. We've been over this.
Oh my gosh.
I don't mean like that. Come on. Just in general.
That is a failure.
Dang it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you don't have any luck. I mean, any of these dogs that are out here are surviving for their lives.
They all have
right?
zombie
Like,
rot. It's fine.
well, yeah, either that or they're running from zombies all the time. So, or just people who want to eat them.
Wow, that's rude.
So yeah, at least you don't have any luck, so you don't get a
Dang.
head start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you can just turn into a dog
okay,
next time.
cool. So let's go ahead and do goals retroactively.
Goals retroactively.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
If I have a goal that I've banked time towards and I change it and I go back to it, do I lose the time that I've banked towards it?
No.
Okay, then I'm not going to use the ones that I've had because we didn't even like use them at all. And
Yeah, you're good.
okay, great, thanks.
Just keep a note of like how long
Yeah,
that you still are working on it or whatever. Ulrich,
Yes.
what were your goals for today?
Boy. My goals were to keep all the party members alive.
Okay.
Stop the mugging band. Or stop the band of muggers.
Yep.
Like the girls with axes.
Mm-hmm.
What was the band name?
Girls with axes.
Ladies with axes go reckless.
Ladies with
Yeah.
axes go reckless. And do something nice for Leftwood.
You didn't have to roll for that, so I can't give you any experience.
Ooh. Okay, well I'll have to change it then. What else did I roll for today?
Honestly, I
mean-
think you only fought things.
Yeah, that's really all I did. I mean,
You have-
that's not
you-
all I
you
did,
could
but that's all
continue
I
having-
really...
I mean, one of your ongoing goals has been defeat a worthy opponent.
Oh,
And I think you did that.
Yeah, those are all
Yeah.
pretty tough. Shit.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So you accomplished
Perfect.
3 medium goals today.
Perfect. Are you updating my XP then, or?
I'm not gonna update your XP, but I will tell you how much you earn.
Well, it's all right, fine.
You do yourself, bro. All right, you get 750.
That sounds so low because I'm listening to campaigns. There's such high level. I was like,
I know, right?
750?
Exactly, yeah. Erastus?
Okay, how much are you going to allow me to retro? Because I have helped the
You're
town's
good.
population with the starvation issue.
Mm-hmm.
Spare the bandits because it's the only character I've
Yeah.
ever played where I want him to be not a murder hobo. And test
The town.
Lefman's abilities to see if he's worth, training.
Test Lefwin's abilities and wait, what was the
Spare the
So-
bandits, test
spare the
Lefman,
bandits.
and
Yeah,
help
okay.
the starvation.
Yep, so you get the same thing, 750.
Yeah, boys.
Donan?
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What did we do this session? We killed stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do anything last session that would have ticked Donan off? Because I
Is
want to
there ever
start a fight
not?
on my goal, just because.
Sure, that's fine.
I feel like I make Jonah mad every session. So
So start a fight, which I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
start a fight.
And then let's see. Heal somebody, or help someone maybe,
Help someone, yeah, that's fine.
because that's kind of been an ongoing
Mhm.
thematic goal for him anyway. It's not out of the ordinary.
Yep.
And then mm, burn something, because for the longest time I have not been able to make that sacred flame do anything.
Yeah. Sure. 750 for you.
Yay.
Marmaduke.
All right, serve my master Ulrich, which I so did.
Why is my calculator not working?
And have I unwittingly now won the party's trust back since I'm a mind slave?
I guess yes.
Yeah.
I
But-
In the party's trust.
Yes. I've
the whole
learned
party or just
times
Ulrich?
I mean, I feel like everyone by default
Well,
trusts him
except
now, right?
that
Yeah.
he doesn't have any
Don't
loyalty
entrust him.
to
Does
us.
Liesig trust Ulrich? Because that would be the question as to
Ulrich?
whether or not she
Oh,
would.
that's
Oh.
true.
I mean,
Um,
plus
I mean, there's a certain level of distrust that she has for every person, but I think at this point she's found some level of trust with the party, so.
That's fair.
yeah, I mean, for me, here's the thing. Every time I asked him to do something, he looked at Ulrich or said, "I'm not talking to you," and he made it very clear that he
Okay.
has no loyalty to me.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so you're still working on it then.
So I
Jared.
don't. Yeah, I don't want to be the only reason. I mean, like
No,
I
you're
feel
good.
like I trust him enough to fight with him, but I wouldn't be like.
Yeah, no, I think you're still more to do.
I
there.
feel like he will have finally won Liesig's trust when she gets rid of the curse that he gave her.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, he
I'm
did give
going
me
to
the
level
banana.
up so many times when I when I get these I've been working on for so long.
Right?
And then what's the third one?
I just get my wand back, which
Right.
is just an ongoing adventure.
Right, but I mean, you haven't really actually worked towards that this session, so.
This session, no, I didn't.
Okay, so you get 375. Liesig?
Give back what was stolen from me.
Mm-hmm.
Find Oswin Gage, which I tried, kind of. I guess okay. Maybe those two goals are too similar.
Yeah, at this point, get back what was stolen from me is also, yeah, it's all related to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to retroactively change that to. What did I do this session? I almost died.
Yeah, that's the
Again.
issue. This session, we're just kind of like giving you guys retroactive stuff for
Yeah.
what you did.
Something about not dying might be a good option.
Yeah.
Survive another day.
Yeah, I mean, survive. Yeah, survive a combat, I guess.
Survive a combat. Okay.
And then my secret goal,
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
which
feel
I
like
don't
you-
know if I didn't really work towards that.
yeah, I feel like you only really worked on one.
Okay. Yeah.
So 125 for you.
What's the XP cap to get to?
I believe it's
5th level?
6,500.
Oh gosh, okay, I'm a long way off.
It is 6,500 for the next one.
I'm only at 3,425.
Your secret goal is gonna pay off big time when you're done with
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Well, my first goal I've had since the very first session. So
It's true. Once
Wow.
you do that, it'll be. Yeah. So basically, right? Like, so the next session will be you guys going after this dwarf priest dude. So there'll be a thing there, and then we still have we have several other threads to keep pulling at. So places to go. We gotta go back to Restus Manor, figure out what's happening there. You have the ongoing like help the world, help Nottingham with the zombie apocalypse, because I mean that's you guys. Your whole thing has been like caring for the poor and all that stuff, right? Like that's what your whole
Right.
thing was from the beginning. And so
Mhm.
now that Nottingham is very seriously in danger, I'm sure you'll try to wanna, and you work towards that, right, with the banana to this session. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then from there, right, you can look more into also engage into Oberon, into whatever magical weapon Babington was selling. There's a whole bunch of places to go, and I'm pretty excited because we have a sandbox in front of us right now, and there's a lot of fun things to kind of like run with. And so I'm gonna prep for Dwarf Sewer next time, and that'll be fun. So is the plan to meet 2 weeks from now? Is that
I think so.
is it
What's the
23rd?
date? 23rd?
Does the 23rd work for everybody?
Yeah.
Because it works for me. I'm pretty sure Fridays are just gonna like
Next Friday is good. Is that what you're saying?
no 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, yeah.
Should be fine for me.
And what about next week for some sort of one shot for anyone who is free? Because I'll be free.
That might
Okay.
work for me.
908 every
It
Leave.
might be.
I'll be at Lance's wedding. That's
Right.
September, not August. I'm an idiot. Wait,
Ah.
no, wait, maybe it is August.
I think it's August.
It is
Yours
August right now,
September,
yes.
Jared's. Yeah. So yeah, and next week I think we'll be at Lance's wedding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
could
I'm free
not.
the 23rd.
All right, cool. We'll plan for Anno Domini the 23rd, and then in the meantime, next week we might do a one shot, and we'll figure out what that is when we get there. All right, I think that's it for us here on Anno Domini. Thank you for playing, and thanks for watching, everybody. And a shout out to Josh and Carly for being new patrons on Patreon. 3 people give me money on Patreon now,
Woo.
so that's
Nice.
cool. And I just made an official announcement about it and everything. So if you're watching this and you like this show, you can support it by going to patreon.com/CalebMpowers.
we're only a
And
couple
once we
dollars
get
away
to
from
30
all of us making a
subscribers,
dollar.
We will do an entire campaign in Nurse RPG, or not Nurse, Maid RPG. And if we get to 100, we'll do it in Nurse RPG.
Wait, what was the second one?
Nurse
There
RPG.
is. Wait, that's a thing? Somehow
Yeah,
that's worse?
Caleb's gonna make it.
What
Yeah.
was it?
We're gonna have Caleb make it. I didn't realize. Okay.
What's going on? I don't.
You
wait,
learn
what did
something
Jared
new
say?
every day.
I gave us subscriber goals.
What are you?
Oh.
What is the second game that you said, Jared?
Nurse RPG.
Nurse RPG.
RPG?
Yeah, instead of
Hello, Nurse.
Yeah.
I feel like I would rather
Anyway,
play Nurse.
none of
RPG
those
than
are
Maid RPG.
actual subscription goals. You can go to Patreon; they're all there. If you want to,
mean,
you can go.
There was
on...
something about a Patreon supporter tier where you could Caleb would
If-
run a game for you and your
exactly.
friends.
If you
Let's
give
go.
if you give 50 or more, I will run a role playing game session for you once. And if you give 100 or more, then every month you give 100, I will run a role playing game session for you, as long as we can like schedule it.
Wait, but
for
isn't
some
that how the
random
50
person.
thing works too? If they do it another
No,
month.
because it's once.
Like once
So
ever.
so 50 is you get everything in the previous rewards and an early copy of every piece of music or fiction I ever make. Plus, as a one-time thank
Wow.
you, there's a
Okay.
I'll write you a piece of music, write you a short story or poem, or run a role-playing game session for you and your friends.
It's pretty tight.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that if I ever get any of these tiers filled up, I'll quickly realize that they're not realistic. But until then, it's fine.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work.
It does, yeah. But if someone's gonna give me $100, then sure, I'll
Right.
run a game for
I wish I was confident enough in my writing ability to do something.
him.
Cool. All right. Well,
yeah. Anyway, that's it from us.
ciao, ciao.
See ya.
But
Bye.
Bye.